Good evening and welcome to Simple Scotch Reviews. Here we're doing a quick impromptu review, hopefully quick, on a sherry cask whiskey. As you can see from this color, it is natural color. This one is Arran, the Bodega cask. It is single malt Scotch whiskey bottled at cask strength, 55.8% ABV, I believe. It was hard to read on the sample. Yeah, no age statement on there, but it is sherry cask matured. Just seeing that proof, full sherry cask, it obviously likened comparisons in my mind before I tried it to Aberlour Abana, which I have done a review for. You can check it out. So let's get to nosing. This one's got a very interesting nose. So right away on the nose, there's sherry fruit. Interestingly, I'm not able to pick out any of those fruit aromas. Just you can tell the sherry fruit flavors are there. What interested me though was there's a lot of it's very perfumey to me. The sherry fruit, that perfumey note, lots and lots of baking spices, but there's also the faint whiff of that earthiness. Maybe even like a hint of char. I don't know if that's from barrel char but it's there. First thing I'll say on the flavor of this whiskey is it doesn't drink like 55.8 other 50 plus percent ABV whiskeys I've had. It's in the sense of smooth being a lack of alcohol burn, this is smooth for the proof. I know some people hate smooth, but just wanted to get that one out there. So, on the palate of this whiskey, there's a little bit of vanilla that, I don't get on the nose. Certainly those sherry fruits, which just like the nose, I'm having a hard time dissecting what fruit notes they are. It's just like in passing, oh, there's the sherry fruit flavors. Something gonna reveal itself to me, some, berry, something. Nope, just fruit, but it's there. Which sometimes that happens, sometimes there's that's a distinct cherry. But, so sherry fruit there, definitely, hint of vanilla. You do get that, just a faint hint of like a char, but also a faint hint of like a earthy, almost bitter note. Yeah, on the palate, definitely that sherry, hint of vanilla, some spice. This is one of those, it's nice to just dive into this whiskey and try to explore it more. That perfumey note is just so interesting to me because I really enjoy this whiskey, as we'll get to at the end, but other whiskeys, when I get a perfumey note, that has not been a good indicator of the whiskey. I believe the last one that I reviewed that I used perfumey in was the Glenfiddich Project XX, which I did not review well. So you get that fruit, that vanilla, something about it, rather than the Abana from Aberlour, something about it reminds me of Aberlour Double Cask, but those who are all proof happy and don't like the Double Cask series because it's 40% from Aberlour, this is full flavored and it's full proof. There's something about it that reminds me of that, which I believe when I looked it up that this is fully sherry cask matured, so I'd be surprised that this would remind me more of their double cask with both the bourbon and the sherry influences rather than the Aberlour Abana. Didn't have time to do a side-by-side review. I did earlier compare it to a pour of the Abana, and I significantly preferred this whiskey. The Aberlour is a good whiskey. I significantly prefer this one. It is a long, lingering finish, and in the finish, you get the baking spices linger on the longest, but also that bit of earthiness hangs with it. Let's just run down one more time. On the nose, like I said, sherry fruit. That perfume note is just so interesting. And the spices are there as well on the nose. Yeah. Certainly sherry cask. I believe that Arran puts out one that's similar to this, just a bourbon cask kind of version of the same thing. So it'd be interesting to get both and compare. Have not found that one before, so haven't had a chance to purchase it, but in the future that might be a good comparison to do. Yeah, that palate just keeps going and going with that hint of vanilla, the sherry influence, those different baking spices you can pick through, some nutmeg, allspice, even some clove. Yeah, there's a lot of baking spice to pick through. So water, because I know a lot of people, 55% ABV, water comes to mind to add. This whiskey, I've played around a bit with the water level. Like I tried it neat, have stepped down with little bits of water by bit. But as you add water, I'll say this, that I found the earthiness, that hint of earth, it's gone. It turned into more of those sweet and the sherry notes come through. So to me, this one, water makes it a winner because I didn't need that bit of earthiness in there. And it wasn't even like, smoke that I found pleasant because I like the, smoke and sweet and smoky kind of balance sometimes. But yeah, to me, erasing that with water was the best thing I could have done for this whiskey. The perfuminess makes it intriguing even more. Yeah, so we'll wrap this one up quick. It's supposed to be a quick hitter. Sherry fruit galore. Quite honestly, if you like Abuna from Aberlour, go for it. It's better than that, I think. Certainly it's a sherry-filled, high-proof whiskey. Had some time to play with it, and yeah, it's one that you don't get bored of, just keep going back to. Even took some notes down after I was, spent quite a bit of time with my nose in the glass, even without taking a sip, just the nose in the glass. This is a great whiskey on the nose. All right, well, overall, it's a very excellent whiskey. It's nice, but I will add this, that for me, water helps. And like I said, it's not he can't handle the burn thing. I didn't even get much burn at all, but I knew it was 55%, and I'm like, this can handle some water for sure. I'm sure of it. And I put it in, and it made it a lot better. Nothing to do with, the burn. No, flavor's better with water. But, alas, it's a great whiskey. That nose is just enticing. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully it helps if it's one you're considering purchasing. I don't have any other experience with Arran, so this is new to me. So subscribe, check out the channel, lots of other reviews. There is Aberlour Abuna review in there, so you can get my thoughts on that compared to this one. Maybe we'll be able to do a comparison review at some point here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This is one of the impromptu reviews I like to do. Usually when I do the impromptu ones, it's a sample I get just because I have a sample. Just going to quickly throw out a review. But off the cuff. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I trying to think of something else that I'd compare this one to, but nothing really comes to mind. It is very unique, so try it out. There's nothing I'd compare it to besides if you're a Sherry Bomb Abuna lover, you gotta try it. So hopefully this review helps if you're on the fence about buying it, and check out all the others. Plenty more reviews to come. A large queue of whiskey waiting. Thanks for watching.